Welcome to Conversion Bible.
Great to be here.
Today we're doing a deep dive into something really vital for anyone running a Shopify store. That's customer loyalty. We've gone through a ton of articles and research about the psychology behind it, why customers really stick with a brand.
Yeah, and the goal today is pretty straightforward. Give you, the listener, the most practical, actionable insights.
Exactly. We're not just talking about getting people to buy again. It's about building that deeper bond that truly fuels growth and revenue.
Precisely. We're digging into the core psychological stuff, trust, emotional connections, even how loyalty programs tap into our brains, all specifically for Shopify stores.
Our mission, to arm you with real strategies you can actually use.
And just quickly, this deep dive is powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you run smart discount campaigns on your store. You can test it for free. Just head over to the Shopify App Store now.
Okay, let's get into it. Foundations first. Trust. We all kind of know it's important, but what's the real psychological lever here for, turning a first-time buyer into someone who stays?
Trust is, well, it's everything. It's the bedrock. Think about it like this. Every single interaction, every promise you make and keep, it's like laying another brick in that foundation.
And if you mess up?
You chip away at it. Customers need to feel secure. That means absolute clarity, product quality, pricing, shipping info, no guesswork.
Right. Ambiguity kills trust.
Totally. And consistent brand messaging across, everywhere. That signals reliability.
So for a Shopify owner listening right now, what are some quick, high-impact things they can do to build that trust, especially early on?
Okay, focus on those visible cues, get those trust badges up, secure payment icons, make sure they're prominent.
Like right near the checkout button.
Exactly. Show authentic, verified testimonials, don't hide them. And crucially, hit your delivery times. Every time. That shows you mean what you say.
And returns.
Make it easy. A no questions asked, simple return policy massively lowers the perceived risk for the customer. Oh, and keep that FAQ section updated. Answer their questions before they even have to ask.
That makes a ton of sense. It's all about removing doubt. Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Reciprocity, the whole give and take idea. How does that play out strategically on Shopify?
It's a really powerful human instinct, isn't it? Someone does something nice for us, we feel this almost obligation to return the favor.
So how do you trigger that feeling?
The key is often the unexpected positive, going slightly above and beyond what they expect.
Give us some examples. What does that look like online?
Okay, maybe tucking a small, unexpected gift or sample into their order, something they didn't pay for.
Nice little surprise.
Exactly. Or rewarding referrals, that's a direct reciprocity play. Maybe a surprise free shipping upgrade on their next order. Or sending an exclusive discount after they leave a great review.
Reinforcing the positive action.
Precisely. These things make customers feel genuinely appreciated, Creates a little positive emotional spike. Makes them want to give back, often by buying again.
I like that. Creating moments of delight.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, social proof. We're herd animals, right? We look at what others are doing. How can Shopify stores really leverage this?
Oh, massively. We constantly look for validation, especially when we're unsure. Seeing positive reviews, real testimonials, actual user photos, it's a mental shortcut. It tells our brain, okay, others like this, it's probably safe. Reduces that perceived risk.
So it's about visibility again.
Visibility and authenticity. Get those reviews front and center. Feature customer posts from Instagram if they tag you. Show off that user-generated content.
What about those little notifications like selling fast or limited stock?
Yeah, those tap into it too. It suggests popularity, creates a bit of FOMO, fear of missing out.
Right.
But it's not just passive. You can actively build a community. Think private Facebook groups, VIP forums, loyalty clubs. That fosters belonging, makes people want to be part of the in crowd.
That sense of belonging. Yeah, that feels powerful. Okay, let's talk emotions. You mentioned how much they drive decisions. How can a store tap into positive emotions consistently?
Emotions are huge in buying. You want to create a positive vibe around your brand. Think about your website design. Is it friendly, easy to use?
Yeah.
Your messaging, is it personalized, upbeat?
Visuals too, presumably.
Absolutely. Engaging visuals, even the unboxing experience make it special. Limited edition products create excitement. Telling your brand story in a way that resonates beyond just the product specs. That builds an emotional connection.
It creates warmth.
Exactly. A feeling that goes beyond just the transaction.
But what about when things inevitably go wrong? A delayed order, a faulty product. Even loyal customers get upset. How do you handle those negative emotions?
This is actually a massive opportunity, believe it or not. How you handle problems can turn a negative into a huge positive for loyalty.
Really, how?
Speed and empathy are key. A quick, genuine apology, a clear explanation, no excuses, and immediate action to fix it.
So don't deflect.
Never. Own it. Empathetic customer service, transparent return policies we mentioned earlier, proactive updates if there is an issue, it all shows you care, you value them.
Wow.
Fixing a problem well can make someone more loyal than if nothing had gone wrong in the first place.
Wow. Okay, so it reinforces that trust even stronger. How do we move beyond just fixing problems and really build those deeper emotional ties?
It's about making it feel personal, aligning with their values. Share your brand story, your mission. If you're eco-conscious, talk about it. If you support a charity, let them know.
Connecting on values.
Yes, and deep personalization. Use their name, sure, but go further. Recommend products based on their past buys. Send a birthday message, maybe a quick thank you note referencing something specific about their order or interest if you know it.
Making them feel seen.
Exactly. When your brand feels like it gets them, understands them, shares their values, that's when you shift from just selling stuff to building real emotional loyalty.
Okay, makes total sense. Let's dig into loyalty programs specifically now. You mentioned the endowment effect, this idea that we value stuff more once we feel we own it. How does that work with, like, loyalty points?
It's quite fascinating. As customers earn points, they start to feel ownership over them. They've earned them.
So they don't want to lose them.
Precisely. They become invested. Point systems, especially with those visual progress bars showing how close they are to a reward that really taps into this. It makes them want to keep going, keep earning. It feels like their progress.
Creates a sense of investment. Got it. What about loss aversion? Our tendency to hate losing things more than we like gaining things? How can loyalty programs use this? Carefully.
Yeah, carefully is the right word. You can use it. Limited time offers, points that expire after a period, those motivate action because people don't want to miss out or lose what they've earned.
Tiered programs, too, like losing status.
Exactly. The fear of dropping a tier and losing those perks can be a strong motivator to make another purchase. But, and this is crucial, you have to be transparent.
No sneaky stuff.
None. Clear rules, clear communication about expirations or time limits. Otherwise, you destroy trust and the whole thing backfires. It needs to feel like a fair incentive, not a manipulation.
Right, transparency is J, above all. Okay, gamification, making the program feel more like a game. How does that work? Sounds fun.
It is. It taps into basic human drives, achievement, recognition, competition sometimes. Think about awarding badges for certain actions, like making 5 purchases or referring 3 friends.
Little virtual trophies?
Type of. Setting clear milestones with better rewards as they level up. Visual progress trackers showing their journey. Maybe bonus points for checking in or participating in a campaign.
Makes it more engaging.
Way more engaging. It adds a layer of fun, makes them want to come back and play again, essentially by shopping more.
Cool. Okay, personalization again, but specifically that feeling of being seen. Beyond just using a name, how can a Shopify store make customers feel truly recognized?
It really is about those thoughtful touches. Yes, use their name. Yes, recommend relevant products based on past buys that shows you remember.
But going deeper.
Yeah. If you happen to know an interest maybe from a previous chat or a survey, referencing it briefly in a message, that's powerful. Saw you liked X, thought you might appreciate Y. It shows you're actually paying attention to them, the individual, not just order number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That feeling of being understood.
Exactly. It's a huge loyalty driver.
So how does segmentation help make this happen at scale? You can't write personal notes to everyone.
Right. That's where segmentation is your friend. You group customers based on shared traits, buying habits, interests, how long they've been a customer, maybe demographics.
Like new customers versus VIPs.
Precisely. Then you tailor messages and offers to each group. New customers get a welcome series, VIPs get early access, people interested in hiking gear get emails about hiking gear.
Makes the communication relevant.
Highly relevant.
Yeah.
Shopify apps are great for tracking this data and delivering those targeted messages. When your emails feel like they're actually for that specific customer, they pay attention. They feel understood.
And personalized journeys. What does that mean practically?
It's about mapping out the communication touchpoints across the customer lifecycle. So a great welcome email sequence when they first sign up, maybe a gentle abandoned cart reminder if they leave something behind.
Birthday discounts?
Yeah, birthday discounts. Product recommendations based on what they actually bought before. It's about sending the right message at the right time, showing you're paying attention to where they are in their relationship with your brand.
Okay. So we've got transactional loyalty driven by deals and this deeper emotional loyalty. How do you help customers make that leap?
It's recognizing that discounts might get them in the door, but emotional connection keeps them there, even without a sale.
What are the signs of that emotional loyalty?
Look for people referring friends without being pushed, tagging you positively on social media, writing reviews that are, heartfelt, not just functional.
So how do you encourage that shift?
Focus on perceived value beyond just price. Quality, convenience, sure, but also brand identity, your story, the values alignment we talked about, social benefits like sustainability efforts. Frame your rewards program not just as get cheap stuff, but as be part of something valuable.
Connecting the rewards to the bigger picture.
Exactly. Communicate that added value, functional and emotional.
And the ultimate goal, brand advocates. People who shout about you from the rooftops. How do you foster that?
Word of mouth is gold. You can directly encourage it with good referral programs, reward both the referrer and the new person. Win-win.
Makes sense.
Loyalty tiers can also encourage it, maybe offer bonus points or exclusive content for sharing on social media.
Yeah.
When customers advocate for you publicly, it reinforces their own loyalty too. They become your best marketing team.
Okay, so you're doing all this stuff. How do you know if it's actually working? What metrics should you track?
Good question. You need to measure. Key ones are customer retention rate, or CRR, what percentage of customers stick around. A Net Promoter Score, NPS, usually from surveys, asks how likely they are to recommend you. That's a big loyalty indicator.
Right, the recommend question.
Yep. Customer lifetime value, CLV, the total predicted revenue from one customer. And just basic repeat purchase frequency, how often are they coming back?
And Shopify helps with tracking this.
Yeah, Shopify Analytics gives you a good baseline repeat customer rates, sales trends. But for deeper loyalty insights, you'll likely want a dedicated loyalty app or feedback tool from the App Store.
What can those apps track?
Things like how often points are being redeemed, specific campaign performance, detailed satisfaction scores from surveys. They give you that more granular view of how your program is performing.
So it's not set it and forget it.
Definitely not. You need to be testing and tweaking, A/B test your rewards, your email subject lines, maybe the points needed for different tiers.
Learn from what people actually do.
Exactly. See what resonates. If people aren't redeeming points for discounts, but they love early access, lean into that. Use customer feedback loops. It's an ongoing optimization process.
Okay, so for someone listening who's now thinking, right, I need to do this, what's the first practical step with apps?
Choosing the right app is key. Look in the App Store, maybe check out something like SC Loyalty Rewards, just as an example. Think about your goals. Do you need points, tiers, referrals?
Make sure the features match.
Yes. And check if it's easy to use for you and your customers. Does it automate emails? Does it integrate smoothly with your store and other tools? Ideally, find one built with some of these behavioral principles in mind.
And when designing the program itself, the structure.
Simplicity is your friend. Make the rules clear. How to earn, how to redeem. Tiers are great for motivation. Offer increasingly better perks. Maybe early access or a private community for top tiers.
Balance easy wins with bigger goals.
Exactly. Give them some quick rewards to get hooked, but also aspirational goals to keep them engaged long term.
And communication around the program, how vital is that?
Absolutely crucial. When someone signs up, send a welcome email immediately. Explain everything: points, rewards, how to progress.
Set expectations.
Totally. Then, regular updates. Point balance, tier status, maybe upcoming special offers. Celebrate milestones. Congrats, you reached silver tier.
Make them feel good about it.
Yes. And be transparent about any changes. Clear, consistent communication builds trust and keeps people engaged with the program.
Okay, looking ahead now. What future trends in loyalty psychology should Shopify owners keep an eye on?
Well, AI is getting really interesting for personalization. Predictive personalization, AI suggesting products, or even tailoring rewards based on individual behavior.
Sounds powerful.
It is, but the key word there is ethical. You need super clear privacy policies, opt-ins, absolute transparency about data use. Trust is fragile here.
Especially with all the privacy changes happening.
Exactly. That's another trend. The move away from third-party cookies means first-party data, the info customers give you directly, becomes even more valuable. Strengthening those direct channels like email lists and loyalty programs is vital. And again, transparency and how you use that data is key.
And what about what customers themselves expect? Is that changing?
Definitely. Especially younger shoppers, there's a bigger focus on brand values, authenticity, inclusivity. Does your brand stand for something?
Beyond just selling products.
Right. Loyalty programs might start reflecting this, more rewards tied to sustainability, charity donations, that kind of thing, and expect more demand for unique experiences in digital communities, not just discounts.
Wow, okay. This has been incredibly useful. So the big takeaway here seems to be that customer loyalty on Shopify isn't just about throwing discounts around. It's deep psychology.
It really is. Understanding trust, emotions, those psychological triggers we talked about, and applying them thoughtfully through things like loyalty programs, that's the path to real, lasting relationships.
So start with the basics. Build that trust.
Yeah.
Then layer on personalization, community. Keep learning from your data.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's about transforming those single transactions into a genuinely loyal community around your store. And remember, this deep dive was powered by Growth Suite. If you want help running smart discount campaigns, check them out. Test it free on the Shopify App Store.
That's all for this deep dive on Conversion Bible. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, here's something to think about. How deeply understanding your customers' real motivations, their emotional drivers, can shift your business from just making sales to building a thriving, fiercely loyal community around your Shopify brand.